But first tonight, we have got breaking news from Spain, where police have shot and killed 4 people believed to have been plotting another terror attack. Local media in Barcelona say several men were wearing explosive belts. This all went down in the seaside town of Cambrils. That's about 100 miles south of Barcelona. Terror struck the heart of that city earlier today when a man drove a van through a busy tourist spot. And tonight, the manhunt continues for the driver of that van. There he is. He killed 13 people and wounded more than 100 others. ISIS is claiming responsibility. Police say 2 others connected to the attack are in custody. All public events have been canceled after police closed stores and nearby train stations. 3 days of mourning have been declared to honor the victims. This attack hits home for many in Houston, including a pastor who used to live here but now calls Barcelona home. Josh Chapin talked to him and others who are affected by today's tragedy. Josh?
Len, that pastor was in the area an hour before this attack happened. He called today chaotic. It was also that kind of a day for folks here in Houston, with loved ones anxiously waiting for family members to let them know they were okay.
As terror broke out in this popular, tourist-friendly area of Barcelona, Angeles Dueñas immediately turned to her phone.
I'm especially worried because I have a very dear friend that lives in Barcelona.
Dueñas texted her friend, soon learning she and her child were safe.
She found out what happened once she went home and turned the TV on. Kitty, so estos son los especiales de la noche?
Dueñas is the co-owner of Costa Brava here in Bel Air.
It's just a reminder of how much evil exist in the world and how we need to be stronger than evil.
She's from Madrid, but tonight she says she's heartbroken for one Spain.
So when something happens to one of us, it happens to all of us.
Everyone's been on edge for a while.
Then there's Nathan Herod.
My first deal was to text my wife and make sure that she wasn't there.
He had just eaten with his wife near Las Ramblas. Thankfully, she had left 20 minutes prior to the attack that killed 13.
I hate to say you get used to it, but at the same time, you kind of get somewhat jaded. You get a little callous.
Herod is a pastor at a church in downtown Barcelona and has lived there for 13 years, but got married here and still has family in Houston. Tonight, he's reassuring his congregants.
A lot of people are just very, very troubled, very troubled. And so just encouraging them, we're not going to live in fear, and we're going to do our best to help people in this time.
I also spoke with 2 Houstonians who are visiting Barcelona. They told me on social media today that they're safe, but it was unlike any day they've ever experienced. Now, the women's Texas A&M basketball team also traveling in Spain right now, but they were nowhere near the attacks today. Len, I'll send it back to you.
Really quite something unfolding there, Josh. Thanks. We'll stay on top of any new developments, including the search for that driver on air and online, khou.com. And be sure to watch KHOU 11 News in the morning, starting first thing at 4:30 for anything that happened overnight.